That you said it's not right. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, everybody.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, LaDonna. Enjoy your birthday and your time and just the whole new year. Enjoy it. Happy Friday. Whoa, that story was crazy. We're gonna talk about that in a second.
Yeah.
How was your week?
Long. Glad it's
I
over.
shouldn't have did that. Being a big kid. It's over.
Yes.
And you're on like a little vacation.
For a couple days.
Nice. You deserve it. You need that.
I do need it.
Yeah, a refresher. You've been complaining like, oh, my body, I'm an old person, old life. And now you can be...
Screw you.
Oh, I heard that shirt.
Huh?
Your shirt.
Oh. Tell them Large Marge sent you.
Yeah. Oh, it's befitting. Pee-wee's gone.
Yeah.
She's gone.
That's what he said when he got there. Large Marge sent
Marge sent me.
They sent him straight to hell.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my week was fine. Oh, I'm happy that I'm gonna be in a show. I miss acting. So I get to go and be in the show. I have 2 shows coming up, one soon and another one a little later. So what? So yeah, I'm happy about that. So that's a good thing about my week. Let's talk about this story because I can't stop laughing.
It's not funny.
But it's not funny. Wait a minute.
It's not funny.
Let me get my serious.
I didn't laugh about it, hearing about it, like for the past couple of days. I didn't laugh about it, but I told you.
You know you laughed about it every time you heard about it. You did. Don't you blame me. Don't you blame me for that.
I was more surprised.
No, you laughed.
I did not laugh.
You laughed. Don't blame me. It was not me that made you laugh.
Yes, it was.
Tell them the story then. I bet you they laugh.
They're not going to laugh.
But you shouldn't laugh because it's a terrible thing.
Yeah.
You going to talk about, because I did not make you laugh. Go ahead, tell those people what the story
No, it was the way you responded to it that made me laugh.
What did I
They said they pulled it apart. Oh, we're talking about that unfortunate accident.
The unfortunate accident that happened.
Yeah, we're in
listen, I'm not laughing at that. I'm laughing at the idea of it. It's still horrible. I'm not laughing anymore, but I am. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop laughing.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop laughing.
It's not funny.
It's not.
When the doctor decapitated them, their baby. See, nope.
Can we come back to the story?
No, I don't want to talk about it no more. It's serious, and I'm like,
it is serious, but
it threw me, and I'm like,
it threw me
because I never heard of that before.
I never heard of that, and I've heard of them like joints popping and things like.
Yeah, but I think he had like one of them, almost like the forceps things or whatever.
Oh no, my little cousin had to come out with a forceps.
But I think they pulled like from the wrong spot. See, like no, I hate you. I hate you.
I can't. We not gonna talk about this because it's wrong.
Yeah.
But
like I promise you, it wasn't funny to me all week when I was watching the story.
It can't just be funny to me. It can't just be funny to me. Oh, LaDonna, I'm gonna have to leave if you tell the whole story because it's wrong. Okay, I can do it. Go right ahead.
All right. The doctor was delivering the baby, and he pulled the baby's head off. And I mean, like, and then the hospital tried to cover it up.
It's not funny.
It's not funny.
It's not at all. That poor child.
Those parents, like, that's devastating. I hate you.
I'm not laughing at like the people's pain. I'm not laughing at none of that. I'm just a child, and I'm laughing at the it's not. None of it is funny. None of it's funny. However, I try to put it.
Thank you.
It's just not funny. It's just not funny.
I just think
It's
that
just
you
not
just looked at me
funny.
and said they pulled it apart, and that was hilarious. So now I just keep hearing that in my head,
It was
and
not
that's why
funny,
I'm
and it's
laughing.
not funny, and we want to send
Our condolences.
condolences.
Jesus. Move on. Move on.
Guess
Next
what are
story.
we talking about this week? Oh my goodness. Who would that say it? All right. Okay. Jamie Foxx had to, or he made an apology to the Jewish community, because he made a statement that people who are black understand what this thing is. It has nothing to do. We don't think about white people like that, and it was not about anybody white or any Jewish person. When we think of Jesus, we don't even think of Jesus as Jewish. Well, Hebrew. That's what he was, Hebrew. We just be like, this is just Jesus. So Jamie Foxx put up a post, and let me allegedly, because they ain't coming after me. Um, that oh God, I can't stop thinking about it.
No.
All right, so
No.
Jamie Foxx had to put up. He said something. They killed Jesus for being something fake friends, something like that. So the Jewish community, the way he was talking about they is as Jewish people.
Well,
Nah, he was talking about they
society was
or
what he
whomever.
was.
He could have been talking
Yeah.
about a personal person. Like we say stuff like they killed Jesus. Well, you not that special. Like we say stuff like that. Ain't nobody saying they isn't Jewish people. Ain't nobody think about Jewish people. But he made an apology for it, and I was like, no.
No, but
First of all, stop trying to change our vocabulary and the things we say because you don't understand it. Can't say retarded because when y'all say it, y'all mean it, and when we say it, we mean you just stupid, dumb, silly, whatever.
retarded.
Can't say certain things because what is it? A man was saying he's about to drop a bomb in the bathroom.
Oh yeah.
And a white lady called the police.
And they surround the bathroom.
And they surrounded the bathroom because she thought it was a bomb threat.
Well, what he said was, "Y'all might want to get out of here. I'm about to blow this up."
Blow this up or something like that. And so she gets the cops involved. Like, come on, slow. So no, he wasn't talking about white people when he said that. He was talking about whomever is the fake friends he was talking about. But he apologized anyway. You want something to say about that?
Nope. I'm not even sure if that's real Jamie Foxx yet.
Somebody
told me that's a clone. Somebody told me that's a clone.
He was like, he got light skin.
But that's what happened. Like when you lose a lot of weight and you want all that medication, it changes
the color.
Yeah, especially when you start to get older and you spend all that time under them fluorescent lights instead of out in the actual. That ain't good for us.
You need
some sun. Yeah.
He's starting to look like a cocoon. Remember that movie Cocoon? I love that movie.
I say I did hear the cut. I thought you said he's starting to look like a cocoon. I'm like, what's a cocoon?
What?
Yeah, I'm sitting there trying to figure out.
He's starting to look like a coon.
Yeah, that's what I heard. A coon. I'm like, what? Okay.
What does a coon look like?
He got bags under his eyes.
No, yeah, cocoon.
Yeah, that was a weird movie. Them old people.
I loved it because it was like, oh, then maybe I could be. I wanted to be out of. Just wanted to leave. I wanted to leave so bad. Anything that gave me hope, like, oh, I can go. I could get out of this body and just shoot, or get in the cocoon or whatever and go. Every time I used to go past swamps and stuff, I used to look down. I'm like, man, it feels a cocoon down there. I would leave, man. But yeah, Tory Lanez. I have it down here. It changed his name to Tory Language. Tory Lanez, the guy who allegedly, I don't know,
No, he got convicted, so now you don't have to say allegedly. He shot her.
he shot at her.
He hit her in the foot.
He was shooting at her, and it happened to
He
hit
shot her in
her.
the pinky toe.
But yeah, he got 10 years in prison. I don't think he should have got 10 years.
That's a lot.
I don't think he should have got 10 years, especially when she wasn't pressing charges.
No, she wrote a letter to the judge though, saying she still is experienced trauma from it right before the sentencing.
I don't like that, but I can't say what she. I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Yeah.
He got 10 years, so I don't know what he did or what was said, and
I,
if he traumatized her or not.
he's not a big guy.
He's not. She is. I would have bopped him in his head.
After he shot you?
Yup. Oh, definitely after he shot me. Oh, I would have bulldozed him like you shot me. Oh no, and he that little.
Quick.
Um. Yeah, I think that's excessive. I wonder if they're gonna kick him out the country.
Oh, probably. Because
Yeah.
then they do that to Slick Rick at least for a while when he got out of jail.
Oh, I didn't know he kicked him out the country.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if it was permanent, but when he first got out of jail, like they deported his ass right to England. Like,
Huh.
Sean, as soon as he got
Sean.
out,
Yeah, but Sean
Belize.
wasn't that famous.
But like
Mm-hmm.
Tory Lane's more famous than Sean at the time. I
don't
would say
know.
that's about the same level to me.
You're just saying that because he's short.
No, no, I'm saying that because like he's a all right rapper, but he's like,
Oh, he's a rapper. I thought he was a singer.
see,
I don't know.
he's all right.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, like I put them about the same level.
I like Sean.
They both had a buzz when and could have been bigger than whatever they're going to end up being. But well, actually, I'm pretty sure he's doing fine in Belize though. Sean.
Yeah, Sean is a ambassador. He about to be. He was running for president or something.
Yeah, so he'd be
He
fine.
cool. And with the money he made and that he got paid off to take that sentence.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he probably have
Allegedly.
villas.
Now
Yeah,
that,
that's why it's down. Yeah, I just think that was too much time. I say a good 5 years, or let her shoot him back.
I think if we did a lot more eye for eye, hair for hair type shit, like
a lot of stuff would stop.
A lot of stuff would stop. It's like, you know what, like. You start seeing a lot more people with one hand. You're a thief. You still stealing?
Yeah. And then everybody don't want to associate with you because they know you're a thief, says you branded. Yeah. And there still should be judges and stuff to make sure that the sentence is right and true and just for what it is. You can't be like, oh, you did this without anybody else judging over it. And then it might be like, oh, the intent wasn't there, but so you get this instead of that. But I think eye for eye.
Yeah, but on the same note, he probably only do like 3.5, 4 years before he'll be eligible.
Okay.
Like he ain't going.
To that little
I don't
boy.
think. I don't think he gonna have. You think they haven't already? He been locked up now.
Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, he Canadian.
Oh, he not American. Well, who cares? So next story.
That's why we were saying he was gonna get deported.
Yeah, that's right. Keep forgetting. He's just Canadian. It's like no. We like the Canadians.
I don't know any. I'm sorry. I don't think I know any Canadians.
Do I know any Canadians?
I know famous Canadians, but I mean, like, do I know any personal Canadians? I don't think I do.
I don't know any Canadians. That's what I may know a Canadian.
I know a bunch of people from England. I know people from Germany. I know people. Plenty of Mexicans.
Like from Minnesota.
that don't count. That's still America. That's still the United States of America. Because Canada is America too, technically.
Mm-hmm. Dad, I don't know anybody from Canada.
Yeah, I don't know. Hey, Canadians, reach out.
Reach out.
I want to meet y'all.
At undomesticatedjohn@gmail.com. I'm still looking for
that way, like all the stereotypes that's in my head, I can.
What is the stereotype you have about Canadians? They say "a" all the time.
And a boot.
A boot, and he riding a moose.
I don't know because I've never been to Canada and I don't
I
know
haven't
no
been to Canada. I
Canadians.
want to go to Canada.
Well, it's
I need to
cold. I
go.
don't like
That's the
cold.
only reason why I haven't been because it's cold.
I'd be like, no.
But it's right up the street, so.
Yeah, pretty much. It's next
um,
door.
I don't think it's any bad stereotypes I have about Canada.
I don't think it's any bad ones, except the way they treat Native Americans, but it's no different than
And what white
how we
people
do it
do.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think I have anything to say about Canada's.
Canada's.
The Canada's. um, DJ Academics. We're going to talk about that, then we're going to get into the other story.
Oh, okay. He was wilding out. He was talking shit about Erica Badu.
This is a thing. But who is this again? Okay. He's talking about that her. It's a her. Her again, too.
Mm.
But he was going off calling all kinds of dirty bees and hoes and
Yeah, he having real strong energy for women.
and it's just weird because men don't. First of all, men don't talk to women like that, and then men don't talk about women in that kind of way like that. So unless it's like maybe a one-on-one, but as far as having a conversation on women, calling them bees and this bee and this bee, and just like, did you have a dad? Like or uncle, somebody that was around you to let you know that's not cool to talk about women like that, or have that.
He from the islands.
Well, then even then, like you shouldn't even
He a
have that
foreigner,
kind
too.
of. Get him deported. He shouldn't have any like that kind of towards women enough to be able to say this that he wouldn't just say to her.
Yeah, all you gotta say is I'm fuck with her.
Mm-hmm.
And if
Yeah,
somebody say
I'm
why,
saying
you
that
say why, but all that, you were
this
this, you were
bitch
that.
and
Yeah,
it's a little
Like-
catty.
yeah, that's definitely.
How you think you can just say stuff about people like you don't know who these people are? Like people be thinking famous people are just famous and they don't have no family.
And it's not about their family. They usually have an entourage who eat off them.
Yeah.
And if you fucking up the meal ticket,
But also they got a cousin that live in Bucktussa, Alabama, or something stuff, or a couple of cousins from Detroit or whatever, or they can walk up on you and be like, "Yo, you ain't that's my cousin." So that's all my cousin. Like people don't realize that just because people are famous doesn't mean everybody in your family's famous. They got regular people.
yeah. But
You can't just be talking
DJ
about it.
Academics tell you real quick, I'm not going to do nothing but call the cops anyway.
If you get a chance to.
That's
Like you don't know, and for
How
you to be a
serious-
man to talk about a woman that way, that's how I look at it. I don't, like it's just disgusting. You seem a lot nutty. Like
cool.
stay in your lane. Talk about men that way if you want to. Have that
No,
conversation
but
with
like,
men.
if you don't fuck with somebody, if you report news, you report news.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't fuck with somebody, you be like, oh, I don't fuck with them, so I don't even report about them.
Yeah.
And leave it alone. Or if your fans be like, ooh, why you don't fuck with them? Why you don't fuck with them? Like, all right, I don't fuck with them because she said I look like Jerry the Mouse.
From Tom and Jerry. That's what you're mad about. Because I was looking at an article and he brought that up in the article. And he also said, she tried to come on my show and try to be funny. And brought it up again. Someone called me Jerry from Tom and Jerry. You got your feelings hurt. Women, you got to remember, it's really easy to hurt a man's feelings. Super easy. And it sticks with them a lot of times. Not all men and not all things you say. But if a man likes you or idolizes you or like have some kind of feelings towards you, you can say something that can be so. It does seem like it's that mean, but to them it can cut them so hard that they'll be like every woman. Like, yeah, so we just gotta be careful. But it's not even being careful because you just never know. It was guys that like me in school. I don't remember them at all. I don't like remember we were watching something. You say, how is it somebody can be oblivious that someone likes them? I mean, like, oh, we went to school together? Oh. I don't, and it's not even like an intentional ignoring. You just weren't there. So you.
Well, that's something guys pick up on. Like, they don't even see me. don't even fucking see me.
For real?
Yeah. Guys pick
Well,
up
then
on
you know
that.
that then.
Yeah.
Well, he seemed like he got his feelings hurt. Yeah. Yeah, he gonna go in hard on a woman. You just look nutty. Like real men should probably look at that and be like, "What are you doing? She's a lady. What win do you have as a man going against a woman?"
He feels good about himself. He feels vindicated for being Jerry the Mouse. That's all it was
But
about.
he do look like Jerry from Tom and Jerry. He look like he could be in live action. He'd be like Tom's uncle or something. I mean Jerry's uncle.
Yeah, because he's too fat to be. He richer. I think the richer he gets, the meaner he gets. But I'm pretty sure that was always him. And now that he's got money,
he figured he can just
can
say
be
whatever
himself.
he want.
Yeah.
Be careful, there's a lot of
Because
people.
like he used to respect the culture. Now it's like he likes new
How
artists.
old is he?
Young.
You reckon in his 30s? Oh, he a baby.
Yeah.
Oh, baby. Go on. Yeah, they get their feelings hurt. They don't know how to cope or have conversations or deal with things without being, you hurt my feelings. I'm gonna cry. I'm depressed. Oh, suicide. Not being insensitive, but that's what it usually be. Isn't it when you say but, it just negates everything you say in the first place? Yep. So let's talk about this wonderful thing in history. I wonder if this is going to be in our Black history books.
What? How useful slavery was and all the good stuff we learned.
And then we
only in Florida.
That little chapter in about Alabama.
Well, that was the same docks they brought the slaves in on.
Yeah.
Somebody's ancestors was there, like when he threw that hat up, the ancestors was calling everyone like,
hooty hoo. So, talk about it. What happened? Give people, if they don't know.
There's a riverboat trying to dock in Alabama. And
so it's like a tour boat or whatever?
Yeah, it was a tour boat. And it has a specific place it's supposed to dock, let people off. And the security guard who was working the dock told the people who were already docked there, y'all can't be docked here. Y'all got to move. The riverboat's coming. From what I understand, it was like 30, 40 minutes. These people just wasn't moving.
Didn't move. They just sat there.
So the guard did get a little irate. He was yelling at him like, "You have to move."
Yeah.
And they went back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. He argued with 3 or 4 different guys, and then one of them jumped on him.
No, before that, he started moving their boats. He started untying their boats.
The moving.
And then they started going back and forth. And then this young guy or whatever, he just tried to do like a karate mishap, high kick. Well, and then the guy that's before the guy threw his head up.
That's right, when he threw his head up.
Yeah, he threw his head up. Black man.
And he was holding his own for a minute against the 3 of them, 3 or 4 of them.
And then you can see people coming down the ramp running, black men running to be into the war.
It wasn't a war. It was a little skirmish.
It was a little skirmish. It was just the one of many, maybe. Not, I don't know. I'm not just
please.
Yeah,
whatever. You gonna get some little kids lynched. Stop that.
Okay, I'm just saying, whatever you feel, whatever your spirit tell you to do. If somebody bother you or bother your own. So the men were coming down the ramp, and there was some men that came that way. Then there was a man who jumped in the water. They can't say we can't swim. He swam over to the dock, pulled himself up, and joined the fight. Because then there was white people coming, and then there's more black people coming. Then the other white people tried to run away. And then they went in their boat, and they was like, "No, you better get back here." And they got them. And then an old man picked up a chair. Why you tell me they got chairs in Target or something?
Amazon had sent me coupons or some shit for fucking folding chairs.
Folding chairs because they want to sell or something because they a high item. They'll make money off of anything.
Anything they can exploit real quick. What's hot right
Anything.
Now? Black people like folding chairs. Why they like folding chairs? I don't know. Who cares? Put them on sale. They cost us $3. Sell it to them for $10.
Yep. Bash the woman in the head. She shouldn't have been out there trying to fight. So it's called the Brawl of Alabama, Alabama Brawl.
It's out of hand.
Um,
Oh, can I be devil's advocate?
yeah, be the devil
I mean, we all get excited about that. Why don't we help each other like that all the damn time?
all the time,
In every situation. Why don't
every
we have that sense of
situation.
community? Like,
It
I'm glad y'all
does
didn't
nothing
let
but
that man
help.
get jumped on and beat on.
Yeah.
I appreciate that, but like, why can't we have that sense of community every time they try to foreclose on
From
somebody's
a
house?
house, or
Or
you see somebody needs some food, or y'all need
yeah,
to make
yeah. Or you
gardens, or
see they got dirty little
kids.
kids and shit
Yeah,
like that, and
some
they need
people
some
need help.
they need some help
We can do that too.
instead of just talking about them all the damn time.
And it doesn't. You don't have to have a whole group of people to do it. Just you. You one person. You see
Yeah,
somebody need help with their bags. Help them with their bags. Talk to a neighbor. See, just anything. You one person can just do something, and that helps. It's like a ripple effect. And then if every one person is doing something, then a whole lot of people are doing things instead of just waiting around to find groups to be able to
or
start
looking
doing.
for somebody to be a leader in
Yeah,
something. Like, no, just be good to each other all the damn time.
yeah. So back to this brawl.
Yeah.
I know I felt good. It felt good. It just as I watched it, I was like, wow, that's what's
No,
up.
no, I'm like, it's the wrong reason to feel that sense of community, but that's what it is. You feel that sense
Sense
of
of
finally
community
we're standing up together for something.
against somebody just keep hurting us. And they from Alabama. Down south people see a different kind of system than we see.
Whole
Not saying it ain't it's not the same, but it's different ways that they
the,
do it.
the consequences of it might be about they not even the
No,
same
they
because
not the
now they
same.
got the woods.
Yeah, they got the woods and they can get rid of them. And
Yeah,
they do get rid
exactly,
of them. Like they
exactly,
do
and
here,
and
it's just different ways, but it's
yeah,
different in Alabama. So to be able to you started wearing the hat again. Um, to be able to especially somebody that age, like the man who hit the woman in the head, he is an older gentleman. If he's from down there, he remembers
He's
time.
been waiting for that since he
Yeah,
was a
he
little
been
kid.
waiting for that. He remember times where it was just either Jim Crow or just outside of Jim Crow. Because he was an older man. So like early 60s, 50s, Jim Crow. So he could have experienced that. And it could have been a white woman who did something to him one day and he could never get back at her. Or that could have been the same white woman who did it and
No.
he just like, oh Sally. And he just bashed in the head. But it was great to see all of us come together. And even though it was for something like that, let's get together for some other things. Let's keep that momentum, solidarity. Even though that's so bad that one little thing is like, oh, hope. Put that up there with Martin. I was about to say Martin Lawrence.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
him
he was in the
too.
street swinging the gun.
I
They was trying to
remember
kill
that.
him, and we wouldn't
Yeah,
stand with him.
we
Should
wouldn't
have stood
stand
with
with him
him.
then. Yeah, and then we wouldn't have to do that today. Uh, but yeah, we shouldn't have to be one of our. But it's a good thing, and if we do see more of that, then we'll probably become empowered. Because people, if we knew how many revolts there were before slavery ended,
Yeah,
we
that's
would
the
be
funny
like,
thing.
"Oh, white people didn't help us do
That's
this.
the
This
funny thing.
is."
We talk about how they whitewashing history now in Florida
Mm-hmm.
in front of our eyes. I'm like, yo, our
They
version was whitewashed too.
always, yeah, it just always was
Like
whitewashed.
half the shit I learned, I didn't learn until I became an adult, and I was like,
And you gotta
that
show
makes so much more sense because the shit they
this
taught me
is
as a
like
kid did
what?
not make sense. And I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
you had to ask those questions.
no, they weren't okay with being slaves.
Mm-mm. And it was revolts and like people saying, "Oh, nobody wanted that. It was only Harriet Tubman." No, she was great, but she wasn't the only person. And it wasn't everybody just running away. There was a lot of slaves who took over plantations, but it took so long for people to find out if people were alive or dead. They were able to survive forever for a long time without them knowing they killed the white people. Like it's so many.
And do you think they ever gonna write that history book? No, they're
No,
gonna catch them. They're gonna catch them out of control. They're not even gonna resell them. They're gonna kill them all because they know how you ain't gonna do this again.
and just want to always have that white savior. If you knew that you didn't need them to do anything, even get your freedom, like you wouldn't be looking for them to give you anything. That's why slavery ended in the Caribbean and stuff. Then it was so many revolts they couldn't handle it.
Yeah.
Same thing was here, but they ended up doing that Emancipation Proclamation, which wasn't nothing. And it made it look like they freed us because they were nice people, but they didn't care about us. It was more about revenue and
That's all.
economics.
Yeah. It was more to hurt the South than. And on top of that, they gave them fucking reparations 300.
Yeah,
What was it?
per slave.
Yeah, per slave. Yeah, like fuck out of here.
And probably gave them this amount for this and subsidized that.
Yeah. And then introduce sharecropping and the fucking
Which is
loitering
still,
laws.
yeah, more slavery.
Never
But
mind.
yeah. Two more things before we go. Oh, didn't talk about this before, but I wanted to talk about this. Um, you don't know much about this, but maybe you can fill in about it. I'm going to say something to the black women,
Oh, I don't know nothing about
but you like black women, so
it.
you
Yeah, I
can
do.
jump into this. Um, I was listening to one woman say, she she has to wear weaves and braids because she can't go to the gym. And I was like, what that got to do with
Huh?
like and then like the idea of you can't wear your own hair to work out. Like what do you do with your own hair? Like it's your hair. You don't need anything against your hair to be you. And like that I understand a lot of women like, oh, it's to protect my hair. And yes, I'm thinking about getting braids. I just can't. I don't think I'm gonna get them. But still my hair can grow real quick. But I have to figure something else out. But maybe you will see me in braids. I don't know. I don't know. But to like protective styles or I don't have enough time to do this, I don't have enough time to do that. But the fact that you like I can't work out because it's just I need to have a wig or braids in my hair, it's like that just don't make any sense to me. Because it was a guy on her this dating
Yeah, it's
show and
still
he was
it
saying
just does not compute.
he,
Like
he was saying
I can't work out. Nothing's on my head.
he wanted a woman who didn't have wear weave or wig. He wanted a woman that's natural. He said he can understand if you're going out, but on an everyday basis.
I said the exact opposite today. Hold on, finish the
What? What?
story.
What? What? No.
No, it's the guy who was TikTok. He was being funny though.
Mm-hmm.
Like his girl came in the room with her wig off and still had the stocking on her head. He was like, who the hell are you? Get the hell out of here. So, babe, come beat this bitch up.
Look, no, I just saw a picture of somebody. She didn't have her makeup on. Who was it? It was the singer who had the butt implants, but then the butt implants came out and it was flapping. Oh, K Michelle. And I saw a picture of her without makeup on, and I was like, these are two different people. Like two different people. I would never thought that was her if she walked past me without her makeup on.
There's a lot of people in this world nowadays. But like I remember feeling that way when I seen Foxy Brown in real life the first time. And she was still young then.
She was rough.
Like, oh, you sure that's her?
She's just rough. Real rough. We'll say that. But yeah,
and then I see some of them, the African women and the Asian women, what they do with makeup. I was like, they draw whole portraits on their face.
Like they're very talented.
I'm like,
they
you
draw a
whole
picture of a person, and you're like, wait a minute, she's not the same complexion, same weight.
An Asian lady make herself into Kobe Bryant.
Yeah, I saw that one. That was the one who made it Michael Jackson.
Google it. I'm sure you'll find it. You'll be like, what? Yep.
Yeah.
I'm like, is that blackface? Should I be mad? I'm still intrigued because
it's good.
It's good.
But no, it's
But if you fool me like that, like I don't know how I'm liable to react.
And then there was another woman who said she don't wear wigs anymore because she don't like how she transforms into what she say? a slave or something without her wig. And I was like, so you just never be yourself? Like people are not just being themselves?
That is the whole concept of the world right now. You can be whatever you want,
So you
except
don't want to
yourself.
be yourself?
Don't
Like how
nobody
cool
like
is
that.
it to be
Don't
yourself?
nobody like themselves no more. That's not the cool it thing. The furthest you can get away from yourself makes you cooler now, I guess.
What? Like
I guess
how?
I don't know. I'm just from what I see on the internet and TV. Nobody wants to be themselves how they was born and anything else. They want to change everything about themselves as immediately as possible.
But it's like, you know who made you? Like nothing can be wrong or imperfect. It
Yeah,
is like you're the only person that's you. Just how cool that
but
is.
they all want to look alike.
Yeah, everybody. Oh, yeah, these girls with the baby hair and the long hair and the ponytail and the same nose and the same cheeks. Y'all all look alike and it don't look attractive. It's scary because it don't look real.
Yes,
And you're like, how many are? Is it? How
especially when they
many
go
are
out in a
there?
group and they all got the same makeup and the same hair. You be
Same
like,
clothes, same.
they be
They
like,
talk
they
the
be like,
same.
it's like Barbie dolls of different complexions.
Yeah. Or sometimes it should be different complexions, but they all one.
Until you get to their neck.
Jeanette, and you
they
like, who head is that? They just swap heads.
they done swap hands on that Barbie doll.
Yeah, he is deep like that. Ladies, like yourself. It's your hair. It's
Everybody
you.
like
It's
yourself.
get them in. Ladies, like yourself. Like to the point that you won't even wear. Like
Clothes.
the guy who was on there was like, just throw your hair in a ponytail. Throw your hair in a ponytail. Put two braids in your hair. Twist your hair up. I don't know. Do y'all know how to do your own hair nowadays? Because that's something that people used to know how to do. Their hair. You can do your hair. You
Even
wrap
if
it,
you only
curl
had
it,
one or
press
two
it.
styles when you couldn't afford to go to the hairdresser, just something to get you through.
Yeah, you know how to do your hair. You know
You
how to
should,
wash
right?
it. You know how to press it. You know how to curl it,
Like I couldn't teach
perm
my
it.
daughter, but her mother made sure she know how to do something with all that hair she got. Like
Yeah, you know how to braid it up or something. And then you go about your business. But the fact that you can't go nowhere without a wig with braids in your hair.
she called me last year when she cut her hair. And was so scared she had screwed up. She was crying so
Oh,
hard.
yeah.
And
She cut it up, burnt it up.
she cut it.
Yeah.
And she
But she had braids or something, right?
yeah, when she was taking them out. And she made it sound like she had patches in her hair. That's what I was imagining. I was like, oh,
That's
perfect.
hilarious.
She barely cut any of it off. Like it, oh.
I cut a patch in my head. I was cutting my hair and I forgot to put the guard on. And I still wanted it low, but I cut it so deep it was hurting. It was almost like bleeding. And I remember my dad was getting ready to leave, and I went outside. I was like, "Dad," he said, "What's wrong with you?" He said, "You're just stupid." He's like, "Wait, I'm gonna go in there and I gotta fix your head." And he put it all the way low, but that part was burning. He made sure he put alcohol right there so it can burn. He was like, "You big dummy." Yeah, I did that more than once. It's just something I did. So what are your thoughts on women? Like, I understand most men are just women or women, whatever they
how
look
are
like, how it is
how do they
as
want
a
to be
woman.
comfortable? Like as long as you're comfortable with it. Like
Do
oh
the
my,
wigs smell?
sometimes, but dirty people smell.
I mean,
If you wear the
no.
same wig over and over again and sweating in it and sweating in it and you're not really cleaning your hair
So would
underneath
it
it.
smell? Oh, and it's the moisture and the
Yeah,
compactness of
yeah.
it. Huh.
It don't smell like sweaty balls. It smells like a sweaty head.
But just a regular sweaty head don't smell like.
It's not extra fun, but it's not pleasant. It's not like ooh, I love the smell. No, that's sexy. You
Sexy
got wig head.
wig head. And like earring back smell.
Oh, who likes that?
That's gross too. I like smelling my own. I'm weird. So if a woman wanted to wear wig, wanted to wear weave, wanted to wear braids, wanted to wear natural,
As long as she's not asking me to constantly pay for it.
because it's expensive.
It is. It's expensive as hell.
I wouldn't.
And if it's somebody else's bill, you're gonna want to change it every 2 weeks, so you can show off to everybody else.
I couldn't sit in the shop. That's why. Well, I used to go to the barber shop. That's better. But the hair salon, you be in there for 6 hours. I couldn't do that. I remember I used to. I would always go to my cousin Lynn. She's the only person I let do my hair. Lynn, I love you. If you ever see this, come to Philly, please. I need my hair done. Um, I'll go in and just get my hair washed, and she blow dries it out, and she clip it if she needs to clip it. And they be like, "She not gonna stay get style." I'm like, "I'm out. I don't have the patience." She get me in and out because if you watch me, all you gotta do is blow dry me. You can't just be like, "Oh, I gotta set your hair."
Mhm.
You gotta sit in the dryer, and then I'm gonna go get lunch, and then I'm gonna go do this hair. See, black hairstylists and barbers will go get lunch and then eat in front of you, and then you have to sit there and wait because your hair is under the dryer and your hair is not done. You can't go anywhere. You can't do nothing with your hair. So, and then if they just want to sit down and take a break, like you just there all day. So no, I stopped doing that. I don't like in barbershops because I'm a woman. I get to get in, get out because they don't want women in the barbershop. So if I have an appointment, I'm in, and then they get me right on out.
Oh, I was in the shop one day, and not my barber, but the owner of the shop. This was years ago. The old shop he was at was cutting some young boy head, and got a phone call from some girl he was waiting to hear from.
Mm-hmm.
Left that boy sitting in the chair with half a haircut. He went into the back room like he was going to get something,
Mm-hmm.
and the young boy knew what was about to happen. He was like, "Don't go nowhere." He said, "Don't go nowhere." He said, "I ain't going nowhere." Then he ran out the back door. He came around the front and knocked on the window.
It's like, ah.
I was just like, oh, I'd be so mad. A little boy, I got my whole hair cut. Like I was waiting, and he was already in the chair.
Mm-hmm.
He finished. My barber finished the guy in front of me, finished me, and that little boy was still just sitting in the chair waiting for him to come
Oh,
back.
man, it's messed up.
He was asking everybody else, can y'all just finish? He was like, no, I don't
I'm
do
go over
nobody
nobody
else.
else head. Yeah, I'm go over nobody else head. I my father's a barber and my brother's a barber, so I'm very well knowledgeable on how barbers act. Like I just used to think my dad just had money because I'm like, how is he going to work and he's always here with me? And it's like, okay, but he would cut hair, then I would go to the barbershop with him. But it was I have more memories of us being at home than us being at the barbershop, and I was with him every day. um, and my brother does that. My brother like has people waiting for hours just to get their hair cut. He's a great barber. My father's a great barber too. Or he'll have somebody in the chair and be like, I'll be right back. And he'll go home, take a nap.
Just like,
Yeah, they ignorant. And they just really
oh, well,
ignorant.
you see how long it took me to get my last haircut because my barber comes to me now. So,
Yeah.
and I appreciate that, but on the same note, like
And so whenever
he feel like it, even though he's
uh-huh.
only a block away.
That's one of the best professions and laziest professions.
Because they usually work on their terms.
Yeah. And if you good, nobody well, I know for as a woman, I don't let anybody in my hair. So I'm just not going anywhere. And then my barber is my barber. I have three. My father, his partner, Mr. Ron, he can cut my hair because they cut alike. And my homie Pete from Kirby Max 26. It's the street in Philadelphia. Um, those are the only people that I let in my hair. Like I said, my cousin Lynn, whenever she comes to Philadelphia, because she doesn't live here anymore, she abandoned me.
My barber been cutting my hair since I was 16.
Yeah. So you just don't go to anybody else.
Pretty much. I did when he moved away, and I did when he got locked up. Other than that,
Yeah. So you be dedicated and you get stuck with these people who just don't care about your time. They
a
just
lot of
don't.
times he
They
just
don't.
don't.
And it's not even like, oh, my
It's
bad.
because
It's
they're
like,
always on a whole different like schedule. They expect you to just conform to theirs when they're around.
yeah, because they don't have like a real lunch break. They don't have PT, they just working.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't know. I don't get my hair done anymore. And do it myself. Can't find anybody that I want to go and put their hands on. I do have a friend named Dawn. She braids my hair. When I get some more hair, I'm gonna get Dawn to braid my hair up. But was there anything else you needed to talk about this week? Oh, I did want to bring up. I apologize. Did want to bring up the next two shows will be taped. Yeah, I believe still airing on Friday at 9, but they will be taped pre-recorded.
Yes.
I think we may still do a live. It'll just be a different day, and then we'll just have it live and then
And then
premiere it
show it
on
again.
Friday. Yeah, we'll do that. Maybe we'll do that. I don't know. We're two crazy kids.
I'm not working this week, so whenever.
Yeah, he's off.
We can do it in the daytime one time.
Yeah, we could. Good idea. All right, so we get up out of here. Need to put the rest of my ice cream in the freezer. Hope everybody have a great Friday, a great weekend, and a great week.
Yeah.
What do you have to say to the people?
See y'all next time.
See you next time.